Hey YouTube, this is Matthew Morgan coming back to make another video. This one has to do with that whole you can't have sex before you're married thing. That's not exactly true, and the church says you should be abstinent until you get married. That ain't true either. First of all, let me just say, church people were not taught abstinence because you're supposed to be, trying to get closer to Jesus until you find the right person. No, the church taught abstinence because they were taught if they had sex before marriage, they would burn up in hell for eternity. Let's just get that corrected. Abstinence ain't got nothing to do with being close to Jesus. It's just a bunch of sacrilegious people trying to tell you will burn in hell for eternity if you don't decide to follow God and wait for the right person to come. Here's the reality about it. Jesus never said you had to be married to someone to have sex with them. His only three things is either A, you love them, B, you're faithful to them, or C, if it ain't either one of those, just be honest for the reasons you want it. And by honest, I mean, like I said in the last video, tell the person your true intentions on why you want to have sex with them and tell them that you want to do that. So that way you'll know honestly if they want it with you or not. Is there any connection or no? Either y'all coming and going or y'all coming and staying. I'm just saying. Too many people be teaching this lesson the wrong way. And yeah, let me just say this. The only reason a lot of older religious people tell you not to have sex at a young age or tell you not to do it is because they can't do it no more. Now, they don't want you to enjoy your life because they're too old to enjoy theirs. And a lot of the time, older people, as you know, they still try to be on that young stuff, but they ain't about that life, meaning they can't do it. So a lot of what older religious people will do is tell you not to do certain things because they know they can't do it. Or they'll tell you it's a sin even though they done already done it and they already know the rules about that, and the Bible even tells you this. Let me repeat that again. The Bible tells you this. Anything you do it in moderation so it does not become a habit that destroys you. And always be honest about the reasons you're doing it. Be honest with yourself and be honest with whoever you're doing it with. God don't care if you have sex with someone as long as you love the person or you're honest with them. He don't care if you do it as long as you do it in moderation, which means every once in a while, just so it doesn't become a habit or an addiction that destroys your life. Just so you know that. So if you feel like you want to smoke a little weed every now and again, as long as it don't kill you or turn you into a corrupted, evil effort that, ruins other people's lives or your own, go ahead. If you feel like you want to smoke a blunt every now and again to ease your nerves, go ahead. You feel like you want to have sex every now and again, just be honest with the person you're having sex with and tell them your true intentions on why you want to do it. If they down, cool. If not, then I wouldn't try that because then you'll cause a problem. And you'll bring a baby into the world that was probably meant to be here, just not in that way. Now you and the person you made the baby with, don't want each other because that wasn't the intention y'all got it. That wasn't the intentional reason y'all got together for. And just so it's understood, putting a ring on somebody's finger does not mean you love them, because there's a lot of married people that have been cheating on each other for years in secrecy. That ring just hides it. There's a lot of people that don't put rings on people's fingers and they've been faithful to them for years. Rings do not symbolize love. Rings just put money in a white person's pocket. And the sad part is them diamond rings come from Africa, so Yeah, that should be going to a black person, but I'm pretty sure it's going to a white person. But anyway, all I'm saying is, oh yeah, and older church people, they don't want you enjoying your life because they can't enjoy theirs. So they, how you say, try to tell you not to live your life because they can't live theirs. But answer me this one question. How is it that when they were younger, this wasn't a sin, that wasn't a sin, or if it was, they did it anyway? Now that they too old to do it, it's a sin. They don't want you to enjoy your life because they know it's fun. And they think they're taught that fun is of the devil because it makes your life better. And they think if you have fun, you're not being close to God. Well, here's the thing old people didn't tell you. Who do you think created fun? But here's the way this world works, honestly. Everything has its good and its evil. Everything. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I mean, snorting cocaine and crack and heroin and meth, I wouldn't, but I mean, you're human, you might fall into it. Having sex with a different woman every night, you're human, you might end up doing that. Watching porno or anything else. But hey, if I honestly do not support drug habits or drug addictions on this channel, but people do fall into stuff. I'm not saying, do it, but it does happen. And God does understand. Trust me, He does. He's not human. But anyway, all I'm saying is if you're going to have sex or anything else you do, just make sure you're honest about it to yourself. So that way, as quick as you got into it, you can get out of it just that fast. Meaning, as long as you know the reasons that you're doing what you're doing, you can get out of it if it doesn't amount to what you want it to, meaning pleasure or a purpose. Or do you like this person or do you like what you're doing or not? I'm out. And just to say, old church people stop you from doing things because they can't do it anymore, so they don't want you to enjoy what they can't enjoy. Especially because they were forced to go to church and they were told if they do any more sinning, they're going to hell. So they don't want you to enjoy what they can't enjoy anymore. I'm out.